Morning, everybody. I'm kind of wondering if our 8:30 news is going to expand our gold box, since obviously 8:30 is in the middle of 8:20 to 8:35. So we're going to see here. um, Ooh-wee. Equities are slamming down. I'd have to have exact. I'd have to have an exact. I spent quite a bit of time in yesterday's video. At the end of the video, explaining to somebody exactly why I took a specific gold line trade. I don't know. I need an example. I mean, I can't just randomly whatever. And why I didn't take another gold line trade. I mean, I spent probably the last 5 minutes of yesterday's video going over in detail that exact situation. I can't remember if it was in the NQ or in GC. I don't remember which instrument it was in, but it was the last 5 minutes of yesterday's video. I spent a long time explaining that. So jobless claims were high. Is that what you mean, lunatic? Jobless claims were high. No, no problem. I just know that yesterday somebody asked me late in the day, I can't remember who it was, why I didn't take a specific gold line trade when I had just taken one before. And I'm like, so I went through in detail exactly why this gold line trade is what I'm interested in and not this gold line trade. There was multiple reasons in my scenario. There were two reasons in specific why I didn't take a specific gold line trade and why I did take another. There were two reasons. It's how price moves to those. It's how price you got to remember, I don't take the trade at the line. I take the trade from a reversal at the line. And there has to be a specific price action to get to that line for me to even do that. And a time of day. Also a specific time of day. You do not want to be taking red lines first thing in the morning, in my opinion. Some people do, and they make money, but I prefer them. I prefer them after 10:15, 10:30. And then on 1 minute gold lines, I do not recommend those. After 10:30, they don't have enough energy traditionally later in the day. Shit. Hold on here. No. I didn't mean to do that. What did I do wrong? Shit. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Well, at least I'm in it. All right, Jesus. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go out the top. See, I can't see the candle. Go. Go. Now I'm in trouble. Maybe not. Come on. Go. 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 Why is this freaking red line stopping me? Come on, go. God dang it. Go. Come on, out the top. Let's go. Go. God dang it. Shit. Well, fuck it. Damn it. Why somebody took a trade and I didn't, I don't know. I mean, I can't sit here and answer hypotheticals, dude. I'm trying to trade right now. $250. Damn it. Actually, that jobless number isn't bad. Shit. That's a plus 2%, if even that, over expected. If even that. Come back up here, retest. Let's go down. Come on. Come back up here, retest. Let's go down. Well, that is true, lunatic. They lied to the tune of what, 800,000 in 2024 on job creation. 800,000. They lied by a tune of 800,000 in 2024 for job creation. It's the government. Of course they lie. Oh, shit. Something happened. All right. So something just happened because the whole market just took off. Something else just happened. Something else just happened. Something else just happened. If they're going to randomly be announcing shit this morning regarding the war and stuff, it's like impossible to trade. It's going to be impossible to trade. It's going to be impossible until they're done doing that shit. That's what yesterday morning was. It was just freaking bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. GDP was so GDP was lower. That would probably be a bigger issue. GDP was lower than anticipated. That'd probably be a bigger issue from what I'm looking at. God damn it. It's just, I got to wait. Oh, did they? All right. Well, then why the frick is oil going up? Why the frick is oil going up? It's still going up right now. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, it's still going up. He is at 1 p.m. Let me ask you a question. If it's an emergency announcement, why do we have to wait till 1? Oh shit. If it's an emergency, why do we have to wait till 1? Come on, think about that. Yeah, I get it. Jesus Christ. That's just going to fuck everything up today. If the market takes that seriously, that he's going to say something at 1, we're going to sit here and pick our nose this morning. I'm just telling you. We're just going to sit here and pick our nose this morning. Fuck. I will tell you this, though. One of the things I observed yesterday, and I even capitalized on it a little bit, the most consistent rotations in my opinion, yesterday were in oil. I mean, it was like, I mean, Patriot, I don't know if Patriot's in here yet, but a Patriot was banging out the points yesterday. Holy shit. I took one trade in oil. I think I did it on the live stream. I think I made like $750. I mean, it was a nice, beautiful trade. So I don't know. The equity markets were turd balls yesterday, and all the way until, I don't know if you guys saw it, soon after we stopped our live stream, they all crossed over the 5-minute red line long. Did anybody see that yesterday after we stopped the live stream? Like 11:45 or so. I took a trade there long in God, I want to say the NQ. And I made some money there. There's Patriot right there. How you doing, Patriot? I was just talking about how the oil was moving so smooth yesterday, you know, in its rotations. I didn't take the news either. But oil just keeps climbing, man. Holy shit. It's about to hit $100 again. That can't be, regardless of what people say the news is, that's not good news. I mean, oil keeps climbing. Here we are. This is oil since right here, since 6 o'clock this morning. From 97 almost to 100. Whoo-wee. God dang it. Oh, come on. I've been watching oil this morning since no lie. I got woke up early. I've been watching oil. Let me go back and look at my charts. I've been watching oil this morning since about 10 after 6. Yes. Because in Ninja, 820, the 821 marker is the time from 820 to 821. You got to remember that. And the 835 marker is 835. So 834 to 835. It's confusing. That's why I tell you, when you set your timer, you need to look at your iPhone, and when it says 820, make sure your box is starting to grow. I got woke up early, Patriot. That's why I got woke up early. It wasn't my choice. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, Patriot. That would be early for you. Holy crap. Still early for you then. Even now. God damn it, Gold. Do something. You're pissing me off now. No, no, James. No, Jamie. Well, damn it. Damn it, Gold. You stole my money this morning. And then you did something stupid, and now you're sitting here stuck, so I can't get my money back. Why did I? I don't know. I just didn't feel it, Snow. I wanted it to be more deliberate. It like when it got up there, it hesitated, and I didn't like that. I wanted to go ding ting. It's just at this point in time, Snow, I'm down a little bit of money from Gold, so I just want to be more conservative the next time I enter. I want it to have pace. I want it to be thinking. I want it to be moving. It's shut. I mean, I would have gotten in here, would have rolled down 10 point, I'd have lost money again. It's no specific reasons, no. But I certainly want it to come out. I certainly want it to come out of consolidation. I mean, now it's just I have a feeling I'm going to end up making my money in oil today. I do. I really feel like that's where I'm going to make my money today. Other than that NQ trade I took yesterday after we closed the live stream after the crossover of the 5-minute red line long, when all four instruments crossed the 5-minute red line at the same freaking time. Amazing. Other than that trade, oil was my most profitable instrument yesterday. And the landscapers here. Exciting. All right, we're 4 minutes from oil opening. So I'm not interested in anything gold is doing for now, anyways, because once oil opens, it acts a little stupid. We've talked about that. Man, that freaking pissed me off right here. Bam, bam, 3 times into the fucking red line right here, right out of the box. God damn it. That was it. That was the trade, man. If it had blown out of that box, that'd have been it. That'd have been it. I what's your name? George? George. I stopped trading prop firm accounts a little over a year ago. So I just trade live accounts now. I used prop firm money to open this account, but I used prop firm Apex, to be specific. I used Apex to practice trading, stuff like that. I would like gold to come up here and break this pivot, drag that 1 minute gold line with it, rotate back, hit that 1 minute gold line, and go long. That's what I would like right now. Go off in space. I would like it to do it after 9:30 though, which, I mean, not 9:30, after 9 o'clock, which we are currently 1 minute away from. We might even get now that we've actually created space, we might actually get a test to the top of the box too. Now that we've created some space. There's no 5 minute gold line in the ES at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Those 5 minute gold lines, don't get too. Let me tell you something. Don't get too focused on those trades. Those are really hard trades to identify, specifically in the equities. See how 9 o'clock just hit and this candle started acting stupid because oil just opened. So this candle right here started acting stupid. Let me shrink these up so we can see both of them now. So that's why I don't trade gold when oil is opening. I've said that many, many times on this channel. I don't trade gold when oil is opening because gold gets influenced that moment. You can see this big candle, man. That candle all of a sudden reversed right now at about $700. The hardest part, George, yeah, that's a good goal to have. Matter of fact, my most successful trader that I've dealt with using this strategy and I taught to is a gentleman out of California named Jim, and he comes in here often. anyways, he did the same thing, and all he's done from that point forward is just make a lot of money. But he did the same thing. He used the prop firms to build up a bankroll, and then he just went and opened up a Ninja brokerage account, got Ninja platform, and then just started trading live. And I don't want to say the numbers, but some people in here may want to type the numbers of how much money Jim has made trading gold and NQ off this strategy in the last so many months. But it's ridiculous. Which it's on the flip side, my goal is not to make, now this is going to sound stupid, okay? I'm not trying to sound stupid. I'm really not trying to sound stupid, but my goal is not necessarily to make an ass load of money. My goal is to just continue to be consistent so that I can quasi dictate the amount of money I make when I trade. I have no interest in sitting here staring at charts all day long and that kind of shit and looking for every rotation and then creating same strategy. Yes. Not creating exact same strategy. I mean, he literally does exactly the same things as I do. I mean, I'm talking exactly. And he's still learning. Like this 15-minute range box is a new thing for him to learn how to add into his trading. But I mean, I'm not looking to make ridiculous amounts of money. I just want to be able to make consistent money every month and then go about my day. I'm sorry about, by the way. Like exactly. Good job, Bobby. Exactly. Like exactly. How exactly can you get? His favorite trades are the 5-minute gold line in gold and the 5-minute red line in NQ. Man, gold just can't get out of its own way. I'm probably going to have to trade. I'm probably going to have to trade oil today. I'm probably going to have to trade oil today. That's what it's starting to look like because gold can't get out of its own damn way. Well, the static lines, I will tell you this too. He'll tell you, I'm putting words in his mouth, but I'm just using the words that he has regurgitated to me. The static lines have been the major game changer in his results. They give him targets, they give him places of rotation. Like, for example, the NQ crossing over and sitting on top of the, overnight open, prior day close, boom, long. Of course, not in this scenario here because we're not doing anything. In the pre-market, there's no rotation to NQ right now, but those trades are so simple to see. Okay. Finally, gold might actually finally pull its head out of its ass. All right. It's broke both down pivots to the long side. So what we needed to do is rotate. We need these lines to pull up and rotate back into these lines and then try to take a long. Before 9:30. We do not, again, I don't want to be in gold at 9:30 ever. Yeah, exactly, Wealth. I think it was yesterday, as an example, I made a big point about this. I think it was yesterday at like 10:20 was, for example, with the equities. It wasn't until like 10:20 when all four instruments finally lined up with each other, and I took a short. I can't remember. I think it was in the NQ, or it may have been the YM. I don't remember. And then whoosh, down we went and made some money. So I mean, it's like lately, the early mornings have not been very cooperative, and I even talked about how I have found lately, like in the last probably 2-3 weeks, whatever, it's been later in the day that the trades have been laying themselves nice and clear for me. And the first thing, like right now, this time of day, this is where you just got to keep your powder dry so that you're not deep in the hole by the time the market starts rotating and doing the things that you want it to do, which is also going back to the answer to Snow's question. Snow, I got snapped in the head on an out of the box trade out of the gate. So I'm trying to keep my powder dry until the market really starts showing me something, so that I'm not digging myself out of a $500-$600 hole, by the time the market's doing what I want it to do. I hate that. I hate that. That's not what I was asking for, Gold. I wanted you to come back further. When I go down, Snow, I get very conservative. Because I don't want to compound my losses. I've been down that road before. So I'd rather have the sun, the moon, the stars line up and then wham. If I'm in the positive, I'm a lot more aggressive. I don't have an opinion on Interactive Brokers, George. I didn't know that there was an issue with Ninja in Quebec. That's interesting. I've heard of issues in some of these obscure countries, but Quebec, that's interesting. I'm assuming, George, parlez-vous français? Because je ne parle pas français. It's not that it picks up, it's that it just starts doing smooth rotations. And I believe, again, this is just an opinion of mine, but I believe that what's happening in the mornings is the market just keeps sitting around waiting to react to all this war news. And because you got the news media out there spewing bullshit, lies, and all that kind of shit all day long. But predominantly they do it in the morning because that's when people are paying attention. And then after the morning rush of, this is happening here and this is happening here. And oh, by the way, there is still a war in Ukraine in case you forgot, blah, blah, blah. When they're done with all that bullshit, then the market can just start doing its stuff. There you go. There's somebody in here with IB. I've heard of I've heard of them for sure. I've just never used them, so I don't have an opinion. I've used AMP futures out of Chicago. They're great, and I've used Ninja. They're pretty good too. Okay, so they have a high margin. I think I remember that. Ivan. I do. Yeah. Whereas AMP Futures has very low margins, like $500 for an ES, $1,000 for an NQ. I still have an account with AMP Futures. But I also have this Ninja account because Ninja actually set all this up for me, for free because of my YouTube channel. Really? So IB runs their operation like a non-margined entity or whatever they call that. Because that's kind of the same, for example, with like if you trade on a Schwab account, I think it's like $50,000 a contract or something like that. Is it Schwab? I think it's Schwab. I can't remember. Which, I mean, that is a problem if that's the case. Yeah, Thinkorswim also, I believe. I believe that's another one. Because like I'm sitting here trading with a $14,000 account right now. And with $14,000, I'm in Ninja. I've got no fear of needing more money. I have no fear of needing more money because if I need more money, then I'm in a trade way over my skis, if that makes sense. Freaking gold ran off on me. Unfortunately. This little touch right here of the 9 EMA just wasn't enough confirmation for me, and then off it ran. What a pain in the ass. I mean, it was a 10-pointer too. That's $1,000, but anyways, I'm all right. It's already done it here. I saw it live. That's where this reaction came from. So I'm not interested in that. This actually pierced live. But the way it set up and we were so close to the pivot, I didn't take the trade. See, I think we're coming back to here. We are 12 minutes from equities. Equities just look like, just to be perfectly honest. Talk about this for a second while I'm waiting for this to pull back. So, 7:30 this morning, it shot up, and then this is what we've been looking at. And my pet peeve is price hanging out at the overnight open. That's a market with no decision. If you're hanging out at the overnight open, it has no direction, has no decision. Damn. What? That's tomorrow. Where you get that from? I thought I already did that last week. I think the answer was no. We had an inside bar there. Yeah, we had an inside bar there. Okay, I was going to say, we already did that last week, and they said no. Now that I should have been a little more aggressive. I didn't see this inside bar till it was too late. That inside bar right there would have been worth the risk. I did not see that till too late. I was looking at interest rates, interest rates that didn't exist. That inside bar right there. Ian, that right there would have been a sign for me to take that. It's worth the risk then, because I'm sitting here at 78.2 and I'm in at 80. So I'm risking like $120, and my target should be up here. So I'm looking for about $500. No problem. No problem, Wealth. It's all right. It's all right. You had me confused. I'm like, interest rates? What the hell is he talking about? That was last week. And yesterday was the minutes behind it, as if you don't know what the minutes already say, because they came out and spewed their mouths about everything long before the minutes came out. Jesus, this should rotate up. This inside candle right there, that was a nice situation. Looks like it's going to fail anyways. Yep, it's going to fail. All right, we are, what, 6 minutes from the open, 6.5 minutes. Come on. Oil has done absolutely jack shit. Look at that. Good thing you made a bankroll yesterday, Patriot. Good thing you made a bankroll yesterday.
Dennis.
Let me put you guys on hold for just a second. Hold on. We got time anyways. Bruce, the sound's on now. Sorry, I had to take a call. It was just, oh my God. A bunch of fucking babies. I just deal with a bunch of babies. Just deal with a bunch of babies. Just deal with a bunch of babies. I've got a competitor of mine crying to my contractors because I stole a customer from them. Okay, well, maybe if you weren't such a fucking dick, they'd still buy a house from you. But hey, what am I to say? Oh shit. Some of my contractors, when they call me, I gotta meet you guys. I gotta answer the phone because it could be something I gotta deal with. Anyways, he was just calling to tell me that there's a contractor crying about me stealing a customer. Too bad. Maybe you shouldn't have ripped the customer off with your price. Maybe you should have answered the customer's questions that they kept asking you that you refused to answer, other than saying, when are you going to give me a deposit? I can't stand some of these dealers, man. I really can't. They're just fucking thieves. Well, and my competitors, David, some of my competitors are absolute freaking crooks. They belong in prison. And this guy's no exception. He's trying to sell somebody the exact same house I'm going to build them for $35,000 more than I'm going to build it for him. Well, so you expect the customer to not buy the house from me? Fucking retard.
Jeff Holdren.
God damn it. Hold on. This cancer is going. Well, I'm going to let this go because we got the open. Forget it. This is what I'm going to deal with today now. This is exactly what I'm going to deal with today. This is exactly what I'm going to deal with today. There's a bunch of crying babies. Bob stole my customer. Oh my God. Bruce. Holy cow, Bruce. I didn't know you were a loan officer. I didn't know you were a loan officer, man. I used to, well, I was a loan officer back in the day. $20 years. Wow. I think I was a loan officer officially a loan officer. I was in mortgage banking for probably 20 years, but I was a loan officer for probably about 12 years. Jim, I know about you. Jim Park, that is. Yeah, I know about you. I know about you. Yeah, I know about you, Jim. Yeah. Yeah. Bruce, you didn't happen to work at Countrywide also, did you? Yeah, Jim used to work at Countrywide when I worked at Countrywide. Matter of fact, he and I went to the same company conference in Hawaii back in I think like '04, something like that. Use them as a vendor? Yeah. I've used them as a vendor when I opened up my own shop. I used them as a vendor before I opened up my own shop, and then I used them as a vendor after I opened up my own shop. And in the middle, I worked for them. And in the middle, I worked for them. They they yeah. Oh, okay. You were part of Lending Tree. Oh my God, yeah. Jesus. Yeah. I was a beat the street loan officer. But what I did, because I can't stand realtors, is I just built relationships with builders. Builders I like because in general, I mean, because they're really entrepreneurs. And the number one thing a builder needs, they need a loan officer they can count on to tell them the truth. This person can buy, this person can't buy. You know, not some pie in the sky wishful dreaming stuff. That way you can move on. And that's now that I run my own house building business, I only deal with 3 loan officers, period. That's it. I even charge people $2,500 more if you use your own loan officer, because I'm telling you right now, it's a pain in my ass to deal with somebody else's loan officer. Yeah, we had good times at Countrywide, man. I got a whole over there in my closet, man. I got a whole closet full of awards and shit. I was pumping and humping and pumping when I was there, man. One thing about Countrywide that made them well, better than Wells Fargo, better than Bank of America, better than any of those places is the mindset when you walked in the door was we as an operation need to support this loan officer. Hand us the deal, go to the next one. Hand us the deal, go to the next one. You know, so many other organizations you go at, the organization doesn't understand that sales drives the business. And they'll sit there and have the operational people sit around and pick their nose and tell the loan officer to go find shit. Who has time for that shit, man? I'm trying to find the next deal so you don't get laid off. I'm trying to find the next deal so you don't get laid off. Look at freaking gold. Jesus. I'm looking at oil right here to see if it'll cross the box. I'm paying attention to that right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. Because we got back inside the box. Jesus, people. Man, all this stuff in my way. All right, I got to start focusing. I got to start focusing so I can make some money here. Jesus, I got to start focusing. Not that I could have made any freaking money here. Not that I could have made any money here. And unfortunately, this pullback to this gold line never really materialized in live. RTY, I do 2 contracts. My initial target is 40 ticks. My initial stop is 20. That's just to get the orders on the screen. And then what I do is I take my stop and I defend my entry candle, and then I readjust my target. If I'm making any sense. I don't use fixed stops and targets. I try to trade my excuse me. I'm staring at this oil because I'm waiting for it to explode up. I trade my I trade with my stop loss first, and then I focus on my target. But I need to put something on the chart. And I do the YM the same way. Well, actually, I do all my instruments the same way, but my settings with the YM and the RTY are the same. Just to get them on the order, it's 40 and 20. Oh, God. What are you doing, gold? God dang. It's way out in no man's land either, because here's our prior day high. I mean, gold is way out in no man's land. It's $100 away from the prior day high. But it's giving us no rotations. Where the hell is my, sorry, Jesus. Like, where the hell is my account? Oh, good, Jamie. Yeah. Oh, man. If you got the patience, man, and you can stay focused, that ES will take you to the promised land. That ES will take you to the promised land. What are we doing here? We are 3 minutes from the market, from the 15 minutes ending. Shit. This thing's starting to rotate up. What I'm anticipating with oil is it to cross the box. But I don't have the nerve to take it down here. If I did, that'd be great, but I didn't. So I'm going to wait for it to break a pivot and then start looking for a rotation. If I'm making any sense to anybody. Oh boy, man, the equities are moving. Man, the RTY had a nice rotation off of. Look at that, Jesus! Crossed over, sat on the prior date, open, and then man. I have a tendency to sit on my hands those first 15 minutes. I don't know why you can't hear. Everybody else can, Wayne. Am I correct? Can people hear? Well, same thing with gold there, Patriot. Gold is just gone. It's not giving anything. Not giving any rotations, nothing. It's just gone. Get the wax out of here. Man, I'm telling you. Okay. Oh, Jesus, don't just run now. See, I told you this fucking thing was going to do this. Damn it. All right, now give me an entry. Don't just run away. See, it did it. It crossed, sat inside the box, and now it's going across. All this shit was in the way. Oh, damn it. Don't just run through the box, please. Don't just run through the box. It's going to run through the box. What a beautiful setup. God dang it, Bob. Bing, bing, bing. There it goes. That's the fucking trade. I sat here and stared at it, didn't do it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep. Ah. Jesus. That is just insane. I set it down here, but I didn't even take it. It's going across the box. And then it's going to stop right here. You got that, Patriot? Good for you. MB Trader got it too. All right. Good for you guys. Damn. Excellent. Let's see here. Oh, what am I doing? Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go. Come on, go. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Why are you hanging up? Go. Come on, go. Come on. What the hell? Come on, gold. No. Come on. No. Come on. Let's go. Don't be hanging up on me. Let's go. Come on. Now go. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's rotate. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now let's go. Let's go. Now, 9, get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way, 9. Get out of the way, 9. Get out of the way. Come on. No, come on. Come on, 9. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Shit. Come on. Come on. Ah, you piece of shit. Come on. All right, come on. Come on. All right, there we go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Jesus, mother of God. Jesus. Ah! Screaming like a banshee there. That sucker's going to go all the way to the top, but, you know, fuck. Jesus. Yeah, that's going to go all the way to the top. I'm sorry, guys. You guys keep asking a lot of questions. I'm trying to trade, too. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to... I'm actually trying to make money. I'm not practicing, I'm trading. I was concerned, Gene, because I caught a falling knife from this point down. And I was like, damn. Oh, by God. Oh, shit. Patriot, did you catch the top of the box in CL? Did you take the long? Shit. I didn't even see that. So let's talk about, it's right here. We got it in front of us. So it ended up going over the bot and creating space and sitting on top, and then boom, there's your long. Holy shit. I guess I picked a good target. Look at that. What the fuck? That one I made, I don't know, probably $600. Probably $600. Maybe I'll get a W pattern. Gene, W pattern. W pattern. This could be a W. Ping, ping, ping. We could have a W here. I want it to pull back a little more. Pull back a little more. Come on. Pull back a little more, gold. Pull back a little more, gold. You're long, Patriot? Good for you. Yeah. Good for you, Patriot. Yeah, let's see if we can get a W. I want it to pull back a little more. And I wish the landscaper would just come right in the fucking house with me. Jesus. I wanted you to pull back more. Ah. Yeah, I really wanted that to pull back more. I wanted this to be more deliberate down into here and then rotate. We had some light news at 10. Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? A little bit of wholesale inventory stuff, yeah. I'm glad I made you laugh, Gene. Glad I made you laugh. I needed some kind of laughter after freaking not taking this cross the box trade here. God, what a freaking ass clown I am. That was a $950 trade that I just sat here and went and told everybody about and still didn't take. Man, you shouldn't trade the NQ unless you got a bankroll. I tell people that over and over and over again. The NQ is violent. The NQ is violent. It is not something to be traded unless you got a bankroll. Now, I wouldn't be trading it with a prop firm. The good news is we only have to deal with the landscaper once a week, and that's in the summertime, spring, summer, like now. They probably, well, they're both going long right now, Mike. Of course, I guess their candles may be opposite. I can't tell. But they are both significantly long today. Both are significantly long today. Significantly long today. Shit, look at that. Is this thing actually going to work? I didn't have the guts for it. I wanted it to come back a little more, right down into here about, and then. Psh. All right, so let me get my perspective here. So here's why I'm not talking about equities right now. So we have ES, RTY, YM long of the 5-minute red line. We have NQ short of the 5-minute red line. So we are not in agreement of what's going to happen here. So my belief is that the NQ is going to go north of the 5-minute red line, and we're all going to be in agreement here soon. So we can start looking for longs. That's what my belief is. This is the lone soldier south of the 5-minute red line. And it's not the ES or the YM. So I do believe this is going to come and get up here. Look at that W pattern in gold. Jesus, I am such a sissy. Such a sissy. Look at that. Everybody see the beautiful W? Bam. 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 And where did it go? It's going to go right there. I'll put the arrow there ahead of time. God damn. Ah, man. I think the rogue candle, this one right here, I think the rogue candle that threw me off. Well, I know it is. It was the 10 o'clock news candle. And this rogue candle kind of threw me off of the W pattern. Because we went up, down, and it was 10 o'clock. Then 10 o'clock, we had that stupid news. And then the pattern went back into formation. I just wish they did all the news at the same freaking time instead of randomly throughout the day screwing up patterns. Because it does. It just screws up patterns. Your rogue news announcement at 10 o'clock screws up my candles. But the pattern still worked, but you had to deal with this. And I mean, gold is expensive, folks. It's expensive to be on the wrong side of. You can get snapped in the head for $400 or $500 like that. All right, so the ES, not the ES. Jesus, what a freaking but Bayfun I am, the ES. The NQ is currently trying to agree with everybody else. I believe we need to do that first. And before we get into some trading of the equities. And the equity, and the ES is just sitting. Not only is it sitting, the damn thing's sitting at the overnight open. Again, my pet peeve. I do not like when the equities, any instrument, sorry, not just equities. I do not like when they sit at the overnight open. We'll get something. These equities will wake up, I'm sure. All the news is over. Well, not war news, but all the news is over. And so they'll come to life. The problem is every single one of them, and I mean every single one of them, is hanging out at their overnight open. I mean, it's uncanny. Every single is sitting around its overnight open, which is not good. Exactly, Gene. That's exactly right. Good way to put it, Gene. Good way to put it. I wish I was trading oil with Patriot. I would have made some money. I should have been trading oil. I cannot believe I allowed that box. I allowed oil to cross the box. I am such an idiot. Such an idiot. Such an idiot. So frustrating. I should have had that. I'm frustrated with myself. I should have had that. I really should have had that. I really should have had that. That was a really big faux pas on my part. Yeah, all these equities are pretty much dormant. I mean, literally dormant. If you're taking trades right now in any of these equities, you're insane. Somebody mentioned earlier today something about 1:00 an announcement, some kind of announcements. I don't, that may be what we're gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna hope that things start moving before then. But Jesus. Red line again of an average. All the settings are in the description of the video. Yeah, exactly, Shannon. I actually that actually dawned on me today. I went, oh shit, the Masters is on today. The Masters is on today. I don't think he has a chance, but well, I shouldn't say I don't think he has a chance, but I don't think he's I don't think this course is designed for him, but I would like to see DeChambeau win, that's for sure. DeChambeau or Scheffler would be nice, but I don't think DeChambeau can do it on that course. Oh, the Legends just teed off. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, DeChambeau is playing fire, man. He's won his last 2 tournaments he's played in. He is a beast. And Scheffler, of course, Scotty's a beast too. You know, it's interesting how similar both of them are personality wise. They're just very laid back, easygoing guys. Of course, you probably got to be somewhat laid back and easygoing to play golf, if you think about it. I mean, to be consistent in golf. Golf is a very tough sport. I live on a golf course. I live on a Jack Nicklaus course. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. Yeah, Jack teed off with Tom Watson and Gary Player. Yeah. Yeah, Bryson used to be a hothead, but he's not anymore. He's definitely, and when he changed his mechanics of his equipment to where everything is the same, that is somebody taking the rules of golf and figuring out how to make it work with his abilities. I mean, everything about that guy is math. It's all math. Everything is math. He just connects the ball with the club with based off the math. It's amazing. Yeah, I see that. The box. Yep. Yeah, very scientific. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all math. Even when he putts, it's all math. It's crazy. Like if you listen to him before he putts, he's like, okay, it's 32 feet, but the elevation is 2 degrees. That's plus this, plus that, and then he just putts off that with a flat face putter and a whole flat swing back and forward. The swing back and forwards always leaving that putter at plane instead of swinging it around like a lot of people do, and therefore they if they don't close that face fast enough, they're pushing it. If they close it too fast, they're pulling it. I've been putting that way for years. Exactly the same way Bryson DeChambeau putts is exactly how I've been putting for years. And my buddies are always like, how the fuck does this guy always make putts? Meaning me, because I am a very good putter. You got to leave that face flat all the way through this back and forward. Once you do that and figure it out, man, it's like the game gets easier. Looks like GC's got a potential setup here. Man. Let's see here. 9802. Okay, so all right. So right now we have, I was wrong. I'll admit when I was wrong. We have the NQ below the red line. Now we have the ES below the red line, and both the YM and the RTY are in the process of crossing their red lines. Okay, Looks like we might end up having some shorts. Looks like we might have some shorts today. All right. One way or the other, they're all they're all going to come together sometime. At least they're leaving. The main thing is, at least they're leaving the overnight open. Jesus. So we might have a down day. That's okay. So here's the YM battling right now, battling its red line. And we see the NQ is creating a down day. If we can just start, if we can figure out the direction of the day, we might be able to get some rotations. Man, who called the top of the box in CL? Jesus, holy shit. Whoever called that, you get that CL on? There you go. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God. Look at the top of the box in CL. Ping, ping. Also a 5-minute gold line after a crossover. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. That was beautiful. There you go, Wealth Lessons. There you go. You called that one out. I like that. I like that. Like I said, I should have been trading oil today. Look at the money. Oil's just printing. That thing's going to go up. That thing's going to go up $1, which is $1,000 off the top of the box. Can you believe that? It's going to go up $1. $1's right. So the break is 46. So there's 46 right there. That's a $1,000 bill right there. Man, oil has just been very consistent today. It crossed the box nice and smooth. It tested the top of the box and ran up. I mean, God dang. That's insane. It needs a few more ticks. See you, Gene. Oh, it got it. Oh, by the way, it got it. It cleared it by 2 ticks. That's crazy. Look at that. Cleared it by 2 ticks. You're not going to give up? Oh my God. We really needed the YM to give up the red line. Shit. We really needed the YM to give up the red line there. Come on. Seriously, come on, guys. Come on. Everybody get on the same freaking page. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jesus. There we go. God damn it. That YM, that damn YM is screwing things up here. This damn YM is screwing things up over here. Jesus, oil is just gone. Holy shit. All right. I'll be right back. Get some coffee. I'll be right back. Something to line up. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Damn, this freaking YM is killing us. All right. Now, let's see if we can find something. God damn, gold is just, I mean, look, oil is just going. There's got to be some bad news going on. There's got to be some bad news going on. I mean, oil is just off in the stratosphere. Jesus. It's kind of what I'm thinking, Shannon. It's like I said yesterday. You are not negotiating with rational people. Especially when their whole existence in the function that they have depends on this radical lunacy. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And the oil's clipping 102 now. Exactly, David. Now, visualize a religion. Visualize the concept of a religion where you want your fellow man dead. Think about that. That's rather interesting. Oh shit. Here we go. Some more stuff. Now we got some candles jumping. Got some candles jumping. This is a big W right here, potential in that YM. That son of a bitch may go up. Look at a big W. That may go up. Jesus. Yeah, well, they didn't have religious zealots running the country. Again, whose total existence depends on the premise. You've it's like walking your way into a fight knowing that, the outcome's not going to be good, but at the end of the day, you the whole time ran your pie hole. And so therefore your pie hole is now has to somehow find a way to keep existing. Otherwise, you're a nobody after it's over. That's the problem with any of these regimes. There's no way of actually talking to them and bringing economic peace to them and things like that. There's no way of talking to them about that. None of that is in their makeup when you are the enemy under my ideology. I'm not putting my money into anything until we start rotating in patterns. Yeah, a matter of fact, I did. I watched a documentary yesterday, Shannon, about the history of it, and it's rather intriguing. It's rather intriguing. You think Patriot? You think Patriot? I would have underestimated that target also, just so you know. I would have underestimated that target also. Patriots, don't feel bad. Oh man, what is beautiful is even though oil is completely in this fog right now, Patriot, with what's going on in the world, it still managed to run off of a pattern. You know what I mean, Patriot? Don't you find that just amazing? It still went off of one of our patterns, crossed over, retest the top of the box, and gone. I mean, that's the part that I find amazing is even when it's all this chaos is going on, the pattern's still the same. All right, so the YM is starting finally to go down. The problem is we didn't break the down pivots in the process. I mean, the up pivots to then create a down. So we still haven't done a damn thing here. So what am I talking about? RTY. See these up pivots? When it came down, it broke these up pivots, rolled up into the overnight open, and then down. That's what I'm talking about. So we have not broke these pivots down, then back up into the red line, and then roll over. If I'm making sense. I mean, oil's just gone. I mean, it's just gone. It's probably going to 110 today. Just ridiculous. So does people understand what I'm talking about when I'm saying these pivots? By the way, it also happens to be the mid band of the box. See, we've bounced off the mid band 1, 2, 3 times. Literally the mid band of the 15-minute box. YM has bounced off 3 times now. Once, twice, 3 times. There's probably not going to be a trade set up in oil the rest of the damn day. Not the way it's going. Maybe later in the day you get a 5-minute red line trade if you're lucky. But other than that, it's Jesus. God damn, it just jumped another 40 cents. Jesus. Oil's gone. What's interesting is that oil is taking off like this, and the equities haven't completely capitulated yet. They're just sitting there. It's not making much sense. See, oil spiked up another right from here to here, 50 cents. All right. So this broke this pivot right here. All right, YM finally, Jesus. Footprints in the sand. Remember I talk about footprints in the sand? This is finally a footprint. So what we need it to do now is roll up, take a test, and then roll down. Footprints in the sand. All right, there it goes. Now it's rolling up. Jesus. I didn't expect you to run that much. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know. Jesus. Well, I'm glad I caught that gold trade earlier today. I'm glad I caught that gold trade and didn't sit here and wait for freaking equities to do something. Jesus. I haven't looked at GC in a while. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. So we had a cross. Retest. I'm just going to sit here. I am. I'm not donating my money. I should have been trading oil the whole time. I'd at least caught the freaking top of the box trade. Jesus. I totally screwed the pooch on across the box trade. Totally screwed the pooch on that one. Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, it did. It did test. But I mean, I'm not taking it. I mean, there's too much conflict. Really? Man, Jesus. Jesus. $1 somebody said? Did somebody say $1? I have a feeling the equities are waiting for $1. See you guys. Yeah. I think the equities are waiting for $1. That's what I'm seeing. I mean, are there rotations? Yeah, there's some, but god dang. I mean, none of them going to put bank in my pocket for the stress. Other than freaking oil. That was other than oil. Oil has been the charm of the day. But somebody mentioned the bottom of the box in the ES. Well, yeah, there's the bottom of the box. It came down, boom, 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 bam, and then it rolled back up again, and then bam, and then it's like, come on, man. I need to see, we got rotations in our pricing of, 6 to 10 points in the ES before I'm sticking my head in the sand. And this YM right here is showing you that that's not available. I mean, that's just garbage. Jesus. You might have an M, Jim. Forget the W. You might have an M. I think I'm going to steal my money this afternoon after $1, I guess. Jesus Christ. See you, Jamie. It's a good idea, Jamie. There are days it's easy to make money, and there are days that it's easy to give money away. I hit one gold trade, and I've been sitting on my hands since. Been sitting on my hands since. Unfortunately, oh yeah, you caught that same. Wait, what did you caught a gold trade? I mean, an oil trade, didn't you, Nadine? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, Jim Park. Which means it's not worth. It's not worth what's investing your money, Jim Park. It's not worth investing your money. We are at the 5 minute gold line, so it would be nice if it would go down. Because then it'd start respecting some of these lines right now. There it goes. Excuse me, Jesus. It's just craziness. Now the ES is above the red line, the RTY is above the red line, the YM's below, and the NQ's below. See you, Jim Park. All right. Come down here and then run up. Come down here and then run up. Come on, come down here and then run up. Come down here. Come down to our gold line right here. And then run up. Come on. Big reach. Come on, give me a big reach down first. Give me a big reach down and then up. Give me a big reach down. Come on. Big reach down, then up. Nope. Jesus. Good job, Chase. All right, now something happened again. All of a sudden, oil just dropped like a stone. The equities took off. All right, good job, Jim. It's crazy. See, guys, I have a feeling the NQ will be paying me this afternoon to add to my gold win. Jesus. This YM is atrocious. Look at that. Jesus, that is just freaking atrocious. Talk about a market with no direction. A market with no direction. Yeah, Clarence, that's part of what's frustrating right now. And I think it's part of why the markets aren't actually moving. is there's too much external bullshit. Normally the markets are so manipulated that we're able to sit here and see rotations clearly that are not like guessing game things. But the market needs to not have external bullshit going on to do that. Yeah, I saw that. Patriot. I saw that, Patriot. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to call today so I can deal with an issue I have with somebody crying about me stealing their customer. Yeah, it's external BS. When you got to understand, this whole strategy depends on rotations to certain areas, with rotations in the back in the other direction and all that stuff. And for them to do it clearly and deliberately, you need to not have, you need to not have all the bullshit going on in the news. That's it. You know what I mean? Anyways, everybody have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow.